Welcome to another review by Mega Train Lover. Today we are having a look at the third and final Thomas & Friends locomotive. And this locomotive, I said on Twitter I was not going to review, but I am reviewing it just for completion. That is because I have already reviewed this locomotive, but the original version of it, and I brought this version to replace that one which had broken down. And this locomotive is none other than James the Red Engine, and he's DCC ready, and it's the new one, of course. Now, oh dear. Anyway, as you see, he is not in the box, and I'm not going to go into his history, because James has appeared in, well, every season of the TV series, and the majority of books in Row series. Well, not every book in Row series, of course, but he has appeared in quite a lot in Row series, and he is a very popular character. He's probably the third most popular character after Thomas and Percy. And I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about his appearance, because the tooling is pretty much the same as the original Hornby James, but there have been a few upgrades. So let's put the box to one side, and here is the new Hornby James. As you can see, James has pretty much the same tooling as the original one, but I'll talk you through the differences. Now, I don't have the original one with me here to compare, because I have sold that, and now I brought this one to replace that one because that one had a motor failure, and so I waited for Hornby to release the new one, which I finally got. Now, his face is very similar to the original one, but they've made it sort of more CGI-like. But other than that, his facial expression is the same. He is still tender driven, just like the original one. However, he now has a much better 5-pole skew wound motor, unlike the original one, which had a ring-filled motor. The tender and the locomotive are permanently coupled together by means of a metal bar, which can be unscrewed, but there are wires connecting the two. So yeah, the cab detail was not a lot of detail, as you can see, and it's not painted, but there is some there, which is nice. The livery is very accurate. Obviously you can't really get it wrong, can you? He is the only red engine after all. Well, not really, but yeah, he's the most popular red engine by far. You've got lamp irons here, which were already fitted to the model when I got it, so it's that's why it's a bit strange. Hornby have fitted it wrong. You've got his gold dome here, and the safety valves. So, other than those minor changes, the motor and the face, James is pretty much the same. But of course he is going to perform differently than my original one. So let's see how he does it. Here is James, and I've already put him on the track because he is a bit difficult to put on. But let's select his number, which is number 5, and let's see whether he performs better than the original James. Excuse me. Okay, so other than that minor mishap, James runs amazingly. Much better than my original James. Oh, okay. There was a bit of a power cut there, but it's fine. Wow. I'll tell you a funny thing. This model was cheaper than my original James. My original James I bought for about £72 This one I only bought for £68, so yeah. Wow. Let's get a few run by shots. Now, other than the fact that he cuts out sometimes, I will have to fix that. He is running very well. Just to conclude this video, if you are a fan of James, or just want to buy a model of James, something, anything, I definitely recommend him. He is a really nice model. His performance is much better than my original James. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you in the next review. Goodbye.